peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Casey saw all the games, knew the players by their first names, told the umpire he was wrong all along, good and strong. When the score was just 2-2, Casey knew what to do. Just to cheer up the boys she knew, she made the gang sing this song. Take me out to the ball game, take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Greetings, folks, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where this afternoon the Baltimore Orioles will be playing the final game of a 3-game series against the Arizona Diamondbacks at Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona. How you doing, everybody? It's your old pal, the BirdWatcher here. People call me BW for short. That works for me. We're back for another game of baseball, the final game on this 6-game road trip. A day off tomorrow, and then we head back to Baltimore for our longest homestand of the season. 9 games coming up. A chance to maybe improve our record, get over 500 during that 9-game stretch at home. But it's going to take some moxie on our part because, folks, let me get the bad news out of the way. Up top, I'm sure we'll be talking about it throughout the ballgame. We are down another pitcher, and not only are we down another pitcher, we're down another starting pitcher, and not only are we down another starting pitcher, we're down our best starting pitcher. Zach Eflin has a lat issue, an MRI revealed, and according to yesterday from Brandon Hyde, he's going to be shut down for a week. And then after that, we don't really have a timetable, but he is on the disabled list. Zach Eflin is on the disabled list. Colin Selby has been called up. He is a relief pitcher. He is not the replacement for Zach Eflin. He's just temporarily going to be with the team until the next time Eflin's turn comes up in the rotation, which I believe is Sunday against the Blue Jays. So that's what you do in situations like this when you put a starter on the DL and his turn isn't up in the rotation for a few days. You go grab a reliever for a few days, give yourself an extra arm in the pen because there's really no need for that starter on your team until the day he's required to pitch. Now, who's going to make that start? I got a pretty good idea, but first we need to get over some of this pregame stuff before first pitch. First of all, if you're new to my channel, welcome in. I'm glad you found it. This channel is dedicated to covering live Orioles baseball, play-by-play and commentary every single game. I started it up last year, called every game. In fact, today is game number 13, so that puts us up to 175 straight games called, not including postseason, not including every spring training game that was available to be watched. I've done all those too. But if we're talking about an Iron Man streak, today marks 175 straight games. Now, it's not a nice round number, but I tell you what, if I get to 200 straight, we better have a little celebration around here because there aren't many people out there on YouTube doing 200 straight games of their team. I can tell you that. It's called dedication, folks. I've got my flaws, but that's not one of them. It's one of my strengths. I'm dedicated, or I'm just completely insane. One of the two, but thanks for finding the channel, and if you do enjoy it, please hit the like button and think about subscribing as well. Join this family we got growing here. the Charm City chat. It's good stuff. All right, today's pitching matchup. Dean Kremer is making his third start of the season. And where is this at over here? Let me bring this up. What are we looking at? ERA about 6.5. Whip a little bit more than 1.5. It's not been a very good start for Kremer. Not as bad as Charlie Morton. I don't know, but we need a good start from Kremer today. You know, it doesn't have to be a shutdown start, but, 2 runs, 5 or 6 innings, 2 or 3 runs, 5 or 6 innings, something, give us a chance. That would be great. Dean Kremer is going to go up against Brandon, and I only pronounce it this way because that's the way it reads to me. Brandon Pfaadt is pitching for the Diamondbacks, a right-hander, and you see his numbers there as well. All right. Yes, offensive consistency. If you go to my Discord, David, I've got it all written out right there. Look, despite the fact that the offense has not been consistent, despite the fact that we're losing arms seemingly on a weekly basis, we went into opening day going, all right, we're down Grayson Rodriguez. This stinks, all right? But that means Cade Povich has a chance to show something in this rotation. But now we're down Eflin 2. We're down Albert Suarez 2. Tyler Wells, Kyle Bradish. I mean, folks, I'll say this. If the Orioles are planning on spending X amount of money on pitching in the free agent market, and by going with quantity over perhaps, say, one quality arm, we didn't go out there and spend big money on like a Max Fried, but what we did do is get 3 guys, and I think that's probably the best because we're losing guys. Now, Charlie Morton's one of those guys, and if you watched me call the game yesterday, I'm ready to move on from Morton, but clearly with Eflin down, Morton's not going anywhere for the time being. But Sugano, and then you got Kyle Gibson, who, by the way, folks, another piece of news before we get started, Kyle Gibson is making his first start with AAA Norfolk as he ramps up to get ready to join the team. That first start will happen tomorrow night. So the Orioles will not be playing tomorrow, but if you are a hardcore Oriole fan and you can't get enough of baseball and what's up with our team, then I would suggest trying to find a way to watch the Tides game tomorrow because Kyle Gibson is going to be on the mound. Now, I don't have any idea of how quickly Gibson's going to join the team, but from past experience and memory, my thought is he probably makes 2 rehab starts, and if everything goes well, that third time around, he can come up and start for us. So we're looking at maybe a 10-day countdown starting tomorrow that he would be available. But until then, we're going to have to call on somebody to make 1 or 2 starts. And for me, I think that person is going to be Brandon Young. We saw Young pitch in spring training. I mentioned him yesterday as a guy that I wouldn't mind replacing Morton. But now that Eflin's gone, for me, it's a no-brainer. As you can see, we're about to get started. Gunnar Henderson is stepping into the batter's box. Haven't even gone over the starting lineups yet. So give me a sec. Let's hang out over here. For the time being while I work on that. I'll get those starting lineups to you a little bit late, but you'll be caught up in just a sec. Hang in there, folks. We're about to get started. Brandon Pfaadt taking his warm-up pitches. Brandon Pfaadt. Actually, this is the ESPN page. All right, you know what? We'll try it. We'll give it a try. We'll give the ESPN page a try. It might be a little bit too fast. If it is, we'll go back to the Yahoo experience. And I can probably... I'll keep it like that. Okay, we got a sec. Let me hurry up and get through the lineups. Leading off playing shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. Batting second and doing the catching, Adley Rutschman. Ryan O'Hearn is the DH today, hitting third. Tyler O'Neill will be the cleanup hitter playing in right field. Sed Mullins up to 13 RBI now after a couple of more yesterday. He's batting fifth. Here comes the first pitch of the ball game to Gunnar. And that's in there for a strike. We are underway. Brandon Pfaadt with an 0-1 count on Gunnar Henderson.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
Next pitch is at the bottom of the zone, a sinker at 95 for a called strike. Gunnar, 5 games into his season, hitting just 143. He had a 0 for yesterday, I believe, as this one bounces in the dirt, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Finishing up the lineup for the Orioles, batting sixth, Ryan Mountcastle playing first base. Heston Kjerstad back at left field, hitting 7th. Ramon Arias returns to the lineup today. He hits 8th, and Jackson Holliday will bat 9th and play second base. The notable absentee from today's lineup, Jordan Westberg. We got hit by a pitch yesterday, otherwise had an 0 for. Gunnar gets into one to right field, backing up is Carroll, and he makes the catch right on the edge of the warning track. Carroll already playing deep. He didn't have to go far, but he had to go quick as that ball was hit quite hard out there. It's a good, promising line out by Gunnar Henderson. All right, that'll bring up Adley Rutschman.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
Adley hitting 262. And his first pitch is taken off the plate outside for ball 1. Charm City chat. Welcome. Sound off like you got a pair. The small crowd to begin the game. In fact, I don't know if I can use the word crowd. Maybe smattering. This ball is fouled to the right-hand side. 1-1 on Adley. For me, I'm just interested in I go with Pfaadt, JJ. Yeah, I've heard it pronounced correctly. I'm going with Pfaadt. I've heard the actual Diamondback announcers say it. You know, yeah. Name's Pfaadt. I see an F, I see an A, I see a T. There's some other letters in there, but they're just in the way. It's Pfaadt. 2-1 pitch, fouled away. It's 2-2. So, yeah, we got an off day tomorrow. I need it. It's 2:45 a.m. This should be over for me before the sun gets up, and then I've got a full day off tomorrow. And I need that. I really need to. My sinuses are killing me. I'm sorry to complain. 2-2 pitch. That one's a called strike 3 at the top of the zone. Adley started his swing. Thought better about it, but that one was a sinker. Started a little bit up, and then that slight sink caught the top of the zone. 2 down for Ryan O'Hearn.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
And he goes opposite field first pitch. Backing up is the left fielder, and making the catch on the track is Jake McCarthy to win the inning. O'Hearn going after first pitch. Rutschman strikes out looking, and Gunnar and O'Hearn both hit deep line outs to left and right field. So nothing on the board, but a couple of good swings in there. We go to the bottom of the first. Orioles nothing, and the Diamondbacks coming up. So that is the first inning from Brandon. Dean Kremer, please. Dino, we need you. We need you. Come on, Dean. By the way, anyone ever find out what college this guy is the dean of? Is it Kremer University or they're called something else? You see, because his name is Dean. All right. Let me check if I have any coffee after that. I believe the Yankees were just on the verge of winning. They've now increased their lead. It is the bottom of the ninth. The Yankees up 4-0 on the Tigers. Some other out-of-town scores are scrolling by right up here. Take a look. Matt, Vonnie, Rob, Baxter, JJ, Dunarito, Mazzo, Sir Cutsalot, David, St. Louis Rocks. What's going on, folks? Wow. What are we looking at here with the... Okay. Hey, folks. 50% of you at this moment have hit the like button. The other 50% have not. So if you're hearing my voice, there's a 50-50 chance you haven't hit that like button. Why don't you go ahead and get that out the way? We got 8.5 innings of ball game left to go. Might as well get that out the way now. Corbin Carroll will lead it off for the Diamondbacks, and the first pitch is lined right back up the middle for a base hit. Good grief. So Dean Kremer's perfect game and no-hitter is no longer in play after the first pitch of the ball game. Still have a shutout going. Carroll leads off and plays right field. Geraldo Perdomo is up to hit now. He's the shortstop. Pavin Smith hits third, plays first base today. Josh Naylor, normally at first, will DH and bat fourth. Eugenio Suarez hitting fifth, playing third. Alec Thomas in center field. He'll bat sixth, as this fastball is on the inside corner for a strike to Perdomo. Jake McCarthy in left field, batting seventh. Tim Tawa back at second base, hitting eighth. And Herrera is the catcher behind the plate. This ball is hit on the ground and through the right side for another hit. Corbin Carroll is going to very easily get to third base. Dean Kremer has first and third, nobody out. And folks, look, I can't do anything but just call this game, and I'm going to do it with as little emotional swings as possible because my health needs to just chill out. We got three things going against this team right now. Shaky pitching, decimated by injuries. We got an offense that is putting up decent stats, but the inconsistency... The one thing we're missing is the big hit. Our total runs doesn't really reflect our averages and on-base percentages the way other teams do. When I'm looking at the team leaders in certain categories, I was looking at that earlier today. By that I mean an hour ago at 1:48 a.m. Pavin Smith, by the way, at the plate, he has an 0-2 count, so... Maybe Kremer can find a strikeout pitch. But yeah, things are tough all over. You add to all that the fact that the umpires swing and a miss. It said 0-2. Why isn't he done? Did you mislead me? I thought I only saw one pitch. All right, whoever's operating the Masson scoreboard... needs to be reprimanded because they were making mistakes yesterday. 0-2 pitch is a curveball outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. They had it read 0-2. Kremer gets a swing and a miss, and I'm ready to celebrate a strikeout. But yeah, the umpires yesterday, the whole league was watching that whole thing that happened. Was it top of the 7th inning yesterday? It was a bit of a cluster F. Another pitch fouled away. 1-2 on Pavin Smith. Kremer turns and throws over to first. Perdomo is back. The 1-2 is way off the plate. 2-2. Two batters into the ball game, and Kremer's given up a pair of hits. Runners at first and third. Nobody out. A 2-2 count on Pavin Smith, and this one's reached for and fouled off to the left. Still 2-2. Oh yeah, I guess I should pay attention. How are you getting spoiled over here with this scoreboard? How far ahead is it, if at all? I'll try to pay attention here. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss, and Kremer gets the strikeout he needed.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Well, that looks pretty well timed. I just saw it flash strikeout right after I called it. I can't ask for better timing than that. We'll stick with the ESPN scoreboard. It's a little nicer. All right. Josh Naylor looks at a first pitch split finger fastball for a called strike one. Naylor hitting .302, had that big 2-run double off of Charlie Morton yesterday. In the moment of the game where I probably lost my mind more than any time else. He hits this one to left, and that's going to drive in a run. Kjerstad makes the catch. In comes Carroll from third. It's a sac fly, and the Diamondbacks have taken a 1-0 lead here in the first inning. RBI for Naylor. 2 down, runner at first base. Well, we'll just have to come from behind. By the way, joining the team, at least today, maybe he was there yesterday, I don't know, but Mr. Olympic pool guy, Michael Phelps, is hanging with the Orioles. Maybe he can give the team a little bit of motivation, a little bit of inspiration. Eugenio Suarez looks at ball one. 2 down, runner at first. Check on the runner Perdomo. He's back standing. Hopefully Phelps showed up with all those gold medals around his neck, you know, because that's, if you're an athlete and you're struggling and a guy like that walks in, it might make you go, you know what, I could do better. There's a called strike, 1-1. It's kind of like that scene from the movie Dodgeball, if you've ever seen him with Vince Vaughn, when his dodgeball team is down and out and everything's looking lost. Lance Armstrong shows up for an inspirational conversation, which in hindsight didn't really age well, did it? But hey, that's neither here nor there. Just a comparison. Ms. Janet, how you doing? Did Phelps bring enough weed for everybody? I would hope so. Here's a swing and a miss, and Kremer gets another strikeout.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Kremer gives up a run in the opening frame on a couple of hits. Back-to-back hits to start the game. And then got the next 3 guys out. Hopefully, he'll start getting more guys out. We go to the second inning. It's 1-0 Diamondbacks. Saw who in concert? Who'd you see in concert? Joan Jett? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I had no clue Joan Jett is a... Yeah, she's a huge fan. She's a local lady. Look, if you're from the Baltimore area, you'll love the Orioles. You can't not. You can't not. Yeah, Janet, you know, we might give Michael Phelps a bullpen session. Maybe he's on the taxi squad. Now that Colin Selby is on the 26-man roster. So, yeah, that's the reason for the move to Selby, by the way. He was already with the team out west on the taxi squad, so you need a guy to quickly replace somebody same day. Well, he's already with the team. Wasn't too tough of a decision. Yeah, Joe and Jet even photobombed the Orioles team photo from a couple of seasons ago. Was that last season or 2 seasons back? He loves the Orioles. All right, we're out here in Arizona. And what is this? We got like drone footage of some rock formation and we're flying straight into it. I'm scared. Ah! Why am I flying? Whoa, we're going through a hole. What shot was that? Somebody piloted a drone to fly through a hole in some Arizona rock formation. Like something out of a Marvel movie. Okay, Tyler O'Neill at the plate. 0-1 pitch is inside. 1 ball, 1 strike to Tyler O'Neill.
Ahoy there! Anybody home?
Shantae's home. Warren's home. Allen is home. Welcome home, Charm City Chat. Next pitch is swung on and missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Tyler O'Neill, who's hitting .314. O'Neill was involved in that controversial play yesterday on a bases-loaded fly ball to left by Jackson Holliday. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. came in with a sliding catch that the umpire, who should have ruled it a catch, made no ruling. And Tyler O'Neill was caught between second and third, not knowing what to do. And in his mind, he's like, well, if you're not going to rule that an out, I'm going to keep running. Well, it was an out. And after about a 20-minute conference and replay review, Tyler O'Neill was ruled out on a play that was really just the umpires screwing up. Not much more you can say about that. By the way, speaking of umpires, Laz Diaz is the home plate umpire today. So hang on to your hats. He is out now talking to Brandon Pfaadt about that earpiece or whatever that you wear in your hat. Equipment issue. Momentary break in the action. It's a 2-2 count on Tyler O'Neill leading off the top of the second. Here we go. Next pitch. Taken off the plate, full count. First one of these today. Let's start a rally now. Payoff pitch. Oh, he swung at ball 4, but O'Neill did get a piece of it to stay alive. Still a full count. Earlier in that same inning, O'Neill at the plate had a check swing that the umpire said he didn't go, and then he wound up walking, and that got the Diamondbacks upset. This ball's hit hard on the ground. Eugenio Suarez smothers it, but is unable to pick it cleanly. And that'll be an infield hit for Tyler O'Neill. Just another example of how him hitting the ball so hard helps the team, because this ball was scorched. And Suarez, spinning around, had that ball drop out of his glove. He made a not too good play in the field yesterday. Here's Sed Mullins. He shows bunt. The pitch is high. It's ball 1.
Well said, now you know what to do.
Let me turn on the faucet there for Tyler O'Neill. The 1-0 to Mullins is taken for a called strike. Sed is hitting .308. The 1-1 to Mullins is tapped right back to the pitcher, Pfaadt. He goes to second for one, back to first, and you're not going to double up said. It was close, but Mullins beats out the relay throw. It's a fielder's choice, one away. Mullins takes over for O'Neill at first, and that's an upgrade. It's an out, but it's an upgrade. Mullins with a chance to maybe swipe a bag, get in the scoring position. Ryan Mountcastle up right now.
Okay, mount up.
He's hitting .316. The washed up bum. That first pitch is inside for ball one. I'm so happy to hear this stat that Kevin Brown just relayed over the broadcast for Masson. The Orioles last season, when they hit into the least amount of double play balls in the entire league, their ground ball rate was 41%. They've hit into a lot of double plays to begin this season, so you're thinking that ground ball rate is spiked up, right? Well, we just hit into another double play. Mountcastle with a ground ball to Perdomo. It's an easy double play, and the inning is over. The stat I was trying to finish before this double play is going to make you just shake your head anyway, is that we're hitting the ball on the ground with the same rate as last season, 41%. That stat hasn't changed. Folks, it's bad luck. It's just bad luck, bad timing. And we're talking, this is why we play 162 games, okay? Let's revisit this whole double play situation further on down the road. For now, it just, I'm just as annoyed with it as you are, okay? But let's not act like it's a flaw. It's not a flaw, okay? It's just, what do you want me to tell you? Zach Eflin is down. We can't keep anybody healthy. God. Hit it to me. I'll take care of it. You guys want me out there in the field? I'll take care of it. You want me in center? You don't want me in center field, though. I don't have that range. I can play corner infield. I can help you out there. I'm a big target at first base. That's where I belong. I just can't put up those power numbers for you like most first basemen. My lungs couldn't handle it. What are you talking about? I play tennis, dude. If I can play tennis, I'm pretty sure I can shag 4 or 5 balls per ball game just running. You do realize you get like a half an hour break between like plays in center field? Not a marathon. No, I'm just talking about the range. I'm slow. I hike up 5 flights of stairs to get into my apartment every day, and I'm not out of breath doing that, so I guess be jealous of me. I get to enjoy cigarettes, and my lungs are perfectly fine. Sorry. Alec Thomas at the plate, and Kremer's fallen behind him quickly, 2-0. Thomas is hitting .333. 2-0 pitch is low and in. I know you guys do. I know you do. Which is sad, because Chuck Thompson would never get treatment like this. That is ball 4. A 4-pitch leadoff walk. Good grief. First inning, first pitch, line drive, base hit up the middle for Corbin Carroll. First batter in the second, a 4-pitch walk. I mean, Come on. I can't. I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna be all right. Jake McCarthy takes a called strike that looked a little bit outside. Thanks, Laz. Is that Laz back? I can't tell. That's not Laz. Is it? That is Laz. Curveball in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. All right, let me just get rid of the entire debate once and for all. Laz is behind the plate. Derek Thomas at first. Mike Estabrook at second. Brian Onora is the third base umpire. Here is a comebacker to Kremer. Just 1 play over to first. Kremer kind of waited for the ball to come to him. Had he maybe gone in a step and fielded this ball before it bounced us, before it took that bounce. But, you know, an out's an out. Let's get these next 2 guys. Runner at second base, 1 down. 8 and 9 hitters now up. Tim Tawa fouls the first pitch off to the right. Oh, man. So the Tigers came back for 3 runs in the bottom of the 9th, only to come up a run short. That is tough. 0-1 the count. That one's low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, I'm assuming then that the Yankee closer, Devin Williams, must have given up a little bit of something. Didn't blow the save, but here's a check swing, and Tawa did not go around. 2-1. 1-0 Diamondbacks, bottom of the 2nd. Arizona with a runner at second base. And a 2-1 pitch to Tawa. That is a called strike 2. Remember that incident with the bat boy from the Giants trying to collect the bat? Yeah, that was the son of one of their players. He was like 4 years old. I can't remember who. But yeah, that was scary. Yeah, you can't have a 4-year-old out there. It may seem cute, but yeah, that is... It's dangerous out there on the field, folks. I can't remember for sure, Elgood. You can name, it was Dusty's grandson. That sounds more, George, I think, is right. That sounds right. We got a full count now on Tawa. Herrera, the Diamondback catcher, is on deck. Payoff pitch from Kremer. And that one's hit on the ground softly to Gunnar. He goes to first on the run. Makes the play. 2 down. Runner moves up to third base. Wow. Pirate game went 13 innings. 4 extra innings of ghost runners. All right. It's Jose Herrera, who's hitting an even 300 as the backup catcher to Gabriel Moreno, and he takes a curveball outside for ball 1. Left-handed bat, maybe a switch hitter, but hitting from the left side here. 1-0 pitch popped up. Rutschman and the third baseman Arias have a look, but it's well over the third base dugout into the crowd. JJ, I got to tell you something, man. What in the blue hell? The 1-1 pitch is up and away, 2-1. That's right. All right, Rod. More inside jokes. Pitch off the plate, 3-1 to the number 9 hitter. Dean, throw strikes, dude. Come on, man. 35 pitches here in the second inning. Well, 35 total pitches were in the second inning. 2 down, runner at third. Pitch. Called a strike. Laz Diaz helping us out. That pitch was high. Full count. This umpiring crew, I mean, only 3 of the 4 have had a chance to, call balls and strikes, but they've all been bad. This whole crew, if Laz Diaz is your crew chief, no wonder. The rest of the crew's, following his lead. There's a called strike 3, a cutter, a backdoor cutter, catching the outside corner, inning over.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Umpire crew, more like umpire poo. Am I right? Am I right or am I right? All right, right. Hey, it's Ned Ryerson. Let me ask you something. Do you have life insurance? Am I right or am I right? Am I right? Right. Hey, watch your step there. That first one's a doozy. Ned Ryerson. Ned the head? Come on. I did the whistle trick with the belly button in the high school talent show. Come on. Anyway, somebody was asking for movie quotes yesterday. There's one. Who writes your jokes? Cliff Clavin? I don't know. Who comes up with your references? Like Saint Nick? Cheers has been off the air for 4 decades. Wait, can I do a Cliff Clavin? Give me a chance. Give me a chance to do a Cliff Clavin. Yeah. What you got there is, a funny joke there. A funny joke. Reruns. You watching the reruns? Are you a Shelley Long kind of guy, or are you a Kirstie Alley kind of a guy? Spurger? Shelley or Kirstie? There's only one right answer here. Not a whole bunch. Rod, you got to pick one. Shy Poke says Kirstie. Spurger says Shelley. Uh-oh. We've got trouble in the Charm City chat, folks. I don't know. Maybe I'll make a poll. Who would you do? Heston Kjerstad takes high for ball 1. Kjerstad needs to get it going here. His average is falling. It's down to 231. No homers, 4 RBI. Oh, I'm a huge What About Bob fan. This ball's popped up. Along the right field line, 3 players converging. Corbin Carroll in foul ground makes the catch. Kjerstad fouls out to the right fielder to begin the top of the 3rd. Baby steps. Let's see. Baby steps over here to the scoreboard page. Baby steps to remind Charm City chat to hit the like button. Baby steps, I grab my bottle of water and take a sip. Here's Ramon Arias. He takes high for ball 1.
I have a brother.
Yeah, don't get me started or else I'll start eating some chicken and making some noises. Why don't you just take a vacation? I'm on vacation! My favorite line from the movie is when Richard Dreyfuss is driving Bob out of town get him out of town. Bob's just sitting there yapping away. Arias with a slow grounder. Barehanded pickup by Suarez, but it won't be in time. Arias beats out an infield hit. Ramon. A 1-out hit. Yeah, so Dreyfus is driving. Bob drives him crazy. He slams on the brakes. He steps out, goes to the other side of the car, opens up the door, and he just yells, "Get out of the car!" It was just so raw. Like, you can barely make out what he was saying. But the delivery of that line is perfection. Richard Dreyfuss played an annoyed guy to perfection. What a great chemistry between those two in that movie. Love it. All right, here we go. Jackson Holliday with a 1-0 count. Pitch outside, 2-0. Runner at first, 1 out, top of the third. Baltimore needs to get on the board here. The 2-0. Check swing. He went around. Laz Diaz making the call behind the plate. 2-1 the count on Jackson Holliday. His average is at 270. He's had a couple of hitless games in a row. His average was at 333 when this series started. The 2-1 pitch to Jackson is fouled. 2-2. Fitzy, what's up, buddy? What you doing today?
Sorry, Charm City chat. Sorry.
It's Patrick. You haven't seen a new comedy movie that has been even remotely funny. Hey, Elgood, if I gave you a suggestion, would you take it? Here's the deal. You're not going to find them in Hollywood. They don't make them. You got to go independent movies, man. There's one I've seen, came out, I think, 2 years ago now. So it's been out a couple of years. But it's probably the funniest movie I've seen in the past 2 years. I think it's called Breakfast in America. Let me make sure that's right. Not the, no, not, I'm thinking of the Supertramp album. What is the name of that movie? It's something American Dinner in America? Maybe Dinner in America? Yes. Actually, this came out in 2020. It's already 5 years old. All right, so maybe we can only get one every half decade, but watch Dinner in America. That movie is hilarious. You'll love it. I know you've never heard of it, but that's okay. I never heard of it until I watched it maybe for the first time about a year ago. It is funny. Full count on Holiday. Here comes the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, and down he goes. 94-mile-an-hour fastball from Pfaadt. It was early morning yesterday. I was up before the dawn. And I really have enjoyed my stay. But I must be moving on. Like a king without a castle. Like a queen without a throne. I'm an early morning lover. And I must be moving on, yeah. Gunnar Henderson with an 0-1 count.
His name's Gunnar and he's dating my mom.
0-1 pitch outside, 1-1. Now I believe in what you say is the undisputed truth. I'd have to have things my own way to keep me in my youth. 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1. Might we see Ynier Cano later in this game? I feel like we haven't seen him pitch in a week. Just got to look at the Oriole bullpen there. 2-1 on Henderson. 2 down, runner at first. Check on that runner. And Arias is back. Goodbye, stranger. It's been nice. Hope you find your paradise. Try to see your point of view. Hope your dreams will all come true. 2-2 after that swing and a miss. Goodbye, Mary. Goodbye, Jane. Will we ever meet again? Feel no sorrow, feel no shame. Come tomorrow, feel no pain. All right, I feel a little bit of pain. Gunnar with a check swing strikeout, and the inning is over. We go to the bottom of the third. Diamondbacks lead at 1-0. Yeah, I was very happy. I'm a big Ari Aster fan. This guy's made 3 feature-length films at this point. The first was Hereditary. The second is Midsommar, which, if you've ever seen my wall, I've got a theatrical poster of that with Thai script. Oh, it's one of my most cherished collectibles. I don't have a lot of collectibles living out here, but I had to have it. I paid off the movie theater manager to get my hands on that poster. And then he made one that came out, 2 years ago now, called Beau is Afraid, starring Joaquin Phoenix. It didn't really have the reception his first 2 movies had. I think it put a lot of people off. I went and saw it. I watched it a few times. I would rank it as my 3rd favorite of his movies. But if you remember when they dropped the trailer for Beau is Afraid, they used Goodbye Stranger as the song to sort of bridge all the scenes together. And it was just a perfect use. Ari Aster, he's like Tarantino in that way. He always fits in a really good song to fit the mood, fit the whole thing. My laptop screen just broke with that signing. What signing? Am I using sign language? What are you talking about? Fits. Makes sense. What are you talking about? Hey. This day in Orioles history, Ben McDonald pitches the 3rd straight Orioles shutout, April 9th, 1992. Beating the Cleveland no longer Indians. Ben McDonald. And there he is now. All right. Corbin Carroll takes a first pitch strike from Dean Kremer. All right, Dino, you got the top of this order up. This is how you gave up a run in the first. Let's see a better showing this time. Carroll hits a ball high in the air to right field and deep, and that ball is gone. So much for that. Two nothing Diamondbacks on a home run by Carroll. 413 feet to right field. Oh, boy. Link Ray, Dick Dale, I would say. That use of Misrelu at the beginning of Pulp Fiction. I mean, Dick Dale went 25 years without anyone calling his phone, and then Quentin throws him into a movie. Dick Dale, I think one of his albums actually hit like the charts So, yeah, Tarantino, whether it's homage to 70s grindhouse movies or 70... think about all the songs used in Reservoir Dogs from K. Billy's Super Sounds of the 70s. Stuck in the Middle with You, you know? Geraldo Perdomo has a 1-1 count, and line drive. Nice stop by Mountcastle. Flip to Kremer covering the bag, and there's your washed-up Mountcastle playing Gold Glove defense. A diving stop of a would-be extra base hit down the right field line. Pops up and flips it to Kremer perfectly. 1 out. Perdomo retired. Think this Orioles need to wake up. Yep. This pitch is outside. Curveball to Pavin Smith. Curveball low. 2-0. You're allowed to, Chilo. You're allowed to. I would probably not even attempt to speak on the behalf of everybody else with that kind of mentality, but you're allowed to. This ball is hit right up the gut. A base hit by Pavin Smith. Another hard hit ball off of Kremer. Yeah, Robert, something like that. I'll admit I'm not a Dick Dale expert. I used to be. Back in the 90s when Dick Dale kind of reemerged to a new generation of young guys like me, I took a deep dive into the Dick Dale discography, and wow, that is a serious amount of alliteration. A deep dive into the Dick Dale discography. I'm a poet, folks. Josh Naylor has an 0-1 count. And this pitch is a called strike 2 on the outside edge, 0-2. You know, I've forgotten more about music than most people will ever learn. Look at this. Naylor goes to the opposite field. Base hit. Pitch outside. Kind of an odd-looking swing. But he knew exactly what he was doing. The shift was on. Left side of this field is wide open. And he got an outside pitch and just took it over there. I mean, you could see he was looking in the direction where he was hitting the ball before the ball was actually hit that way. That was a pretty damn good piece of hitting by Naylor. First and second, 1 out for Suarez. And he looks at a cutter that catches the outside edge for a called strike. Wow, we got paragraphs showing up here. Listen to NYY podcasts. Every fan base loses their mind. And I know. I'm trying to change the culture of that, you know? I'm the anti-Joe Rogan, okay? That's that's what I'm driven to do. I'm driven to change everybody's perceptions and attitudes out there. Because I remember a time where this wasn't the norm. No, it wasn't. Freak out about everything as much as possible. Suarez hits one deep to left. Down the line. Oh, my God, it's just foul. Wow, that nearly snuck out for a cheap home run, and it would have scored 3. Instead, it's just strike 2. Whew. I'm changing the culture, folks. I'm going to take some of the swing and a miss by Suarez, and he goes down for the second out of the inning.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
That pitch was up. Got Suarez to chase. We do. 2 down, first and second. Alec Thomas walked his first time up, takes outside, ball 1. I mean, Kremer is averaging about 19 pitches per inning here, which puts him on pace to be around 95 pitches through 5 innings. There's a chopper charging his gunner over to first in time, and the inning is over. The Diamondbacks get another run. A solo shot by Corbin Carroll, his second home run of the series. At the end of 3, it's 2-0 Arizona. Chilo, enough. I'm going to put you in a timeout for the rest of the day. Our window to win is ending before our eyes. We're 2 games out of first place with 150-something games to go. Enough. I'm just going to ignore you. You know what? I'm just going to ignore you. I'm just going to now completely ignore you. Okay? If that was your goal, you've just hit your goal. Dude, hey, buddy, I can run the stream. Okay, all right. I guess I've just got this weird thing in me that, unlike most people, I don't completely give up on people. Look, Chilo was around all season last year, and Chilo was not behaving like this last year. If Chilo was brand new talking like this, Chilo would not be given the rope that I'm extending Chilo to hang around and still be a part of things. But at this point, I'm done having a back and forth. All right? Everybody else in the chat, deal with it how you want, but I'm just done. I'm just done. I don't know if you find it amusing or if you find it therapeutic, but leave it to yourself, Chilo. And if you want to spread the misery, go to Twitter. Please. A much, much larger audience than the one I can pull will be there waiting for you and patting you on the back for another woe is me comment. Okay? How many times have I done this, dude? I'm done. I am officially done, and if I bring it up again, I get a strike on me. You guys pile on me, but that's it. Adley Rutschman's up here to lead off the top of the 4th. First pitch is ball 1. Next pitch is high, 2-0 on Adley. It's just, why do you keep...
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
You just keep trying to test it. You keep trying to test it. You can't even help yourself. Do you understand how that's a problem? It'd be like if we're in a library and like you're making some noise and I'm the librarian, I come over and I'm like, you need to quiet down, and then you just can't not do it. Like, that should probably concern you that you're not even able to control yourself. That's a 4-pitch walk to Adley Rutschman. Take your base.
I'm walking here.
All right, well then, Garrett, if you're right, let's talk about it. And we'll put this, nip it in the bud once and for all. Chilo, is that true? Are you just decided that this year you want to troll me and push my buttons and get your jollies that way? Because if that's true, that means you're an even worse person than I thought you were. I really hope that that's not true. Really? Well, then why aren't you doing anything to prove it, Chilo? Why aren't you doing anything to make that statement true? 1-1 the count on Ryan O'Hearn. Runner at first, nobody out. Put your money where your mouth is, buddy.
Fight's on. Let's turn and burn.
One pitch is outside, 2-1. Yeah. Your way of coping is awful, Chilo. It's unhealthy for you and certainly for everybody else. Check swing and O'Hearn goes around. It's 2-2. And again, we're 13 games into the season. I've probably had to talk to you about 10 different games. Most people get the point after maybe 2 times. I've given you 10, and now it's done. It's done. 2-2 pitch fouled back. I mean, if you would demonstrate a change in attitude, and maybe a month from now I can revisit trying to talk to you, but I'm done now. As BW says that for the 8th time. All right, folks, we are locked in. Top of the 4th, Diamondbacks ahead 2-0. The Orioles with a runner at first. Nobody out. A 2-2 count on Ryan O'Hearn, who's 0 for 1 so far today. Two-two pitch inside, full count. Wow, the hot tub is boiling over out there. Payoff pitch. Fouled off to the right. Diamondbacks with that pool and hot tub area over the right center field area. That hot tub looked dangerous. No wonder it's empty. So Michael Phelps is currently sitting in with McDonald and Kevin Brown in the Masson booth. Payoff pitch to O'Hearn. He takes ball 4. All right. 2 on, nobody out.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
This is good. This could be good. Oh, look at Michael Phelps in the batting cage. All right, dude, that swing is a little too compact. You need to... Come on, dude, you're a lanky guy. That's a little better. Look at Phelps already getting some gray in his beard. Folks, if you think time isn't moving like light year speed, I don't know what to tell you. How long has it been since Michael Phelps was in an Olympic swimming pool? And now he's rocking gray in his beard. Time moves too damn fast. That's nuts. That's nuts. Tyler O'Neill is up.
Ahoy there! Anybody home?
I hope so. First pitch, swing and a miss. Curveball. Might have been foul tipped, it looks like, because the catcher turned around and got a new baseball from the umpire. Rutschman at second, O'Hearn at first. Nobody out. Down by 2. Yeah, I wouldn't bunt with this situation. It's something to consider, but yeah, you look at who's up here. Last time up, he hit the ball probably 105 off the bat. Let's let Tyler swing away here. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Change up. Dropped below the zone. And the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. One-two pitch. That's lifted in the air, right center. Oh, it's going to curl right to Corbin Carroll. That looked at first like it was on a trajectory to hit the gap. But opposite field, it kept slicing and then just sliced right into the glove of Corbin Carroll. Damn. 1 down, runners still at first and second base. Trying to figure out a way to just get a rally here. Your boy might be due for a lucky here. Phelps said, Joel, that he is first, an Orioles fan first, a Diamondbacks fan second. Of course, that was an interview with a Baltimore media rep. If he's asked the same question in front of an Arizona press conference, maybe he gives the opposite answer. I don't know. But come on. He's one of our own. Said Mullins. First pitch is ball 1. Next pitch is strike 1. 1-1 on said.
Well said, now you know what to do.
Another chance for Mullins to drive in runs. 2 men on base. 1-1 pitch. Oh, a tough one. In on the hands of Mullins. Probably best he didn't try to hit it. It's a called strike 2, though. Come on, said. Make a mistake, Pfaadt. That ball's grounded foul off to the right. Oh, look at this. When was this moment? Randy Johnson showing Michael Phelps a couple of things. Yeah, this is how you kill a bird. You grip it like this. 1-2 pitch. In the dirt. Gets away from the catcher. And the runners are going to try to move up. And oh, God. O'Hearn, is nailed at second base. How is there a challenge? Kevin Brown's thinking O'Hearn wants a challenge. He was out by a mile. Unless the tag was just simply not applied. Let's see. He still got him on the butt just before that foot hits the base. The tag was a little late to finally get applied, but don't waste a challenge on this. He's out. Brandon Hyde is talking to the crew. You have to think both Lovello of the Diamondbacks and Hyde for the Orioles are feeling like they've got a little extra room to bark about stuff after what happened yesterday. These umpires probably feeling a little bit under the gun. And you know these umpires. They don't ever want to take any accountability for screwing up. But typically when they do screw up and they know it, they'll be a little more lenient when managers take umbrage over something. Ryan O'Hearn is finally jogging back from second base. Why was he? We didn't challenge, did we? I hope not. Oh, you think that is what Hyde might have been arguing? Well, he didn't win it. Runner at third, 2 down, 2-2 the count on Mullins. Inside ball 3. What's really going to hurt is if Mullins finds the gap, drives in 1 run when it could have been 2. And look at Mullins. That one's going to be caught out there by Carroll on the run. Damn. Another well-hit ball. The Orioles have had 3 or 4 balls hit to the outfield with some pace, but they just keep finding the fielders. Oh, boy. Another inning without any. Is Thailand having another earthquake? Well, I'll let you know if another natural disaster takes place. How am I sounding right now? Anybody? Can you hear the words that are coming out of my mouth? What is the deal? What is the deal? Now it's better. This says YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming, right? Why not? I've got like, all right, I got one extra tab open I could close. Otherwise, let me take a look at something here. Yeah, my computer's working on 41%. Excuse me. 61% memory, 28% computer. Yeah, there should not be any delays. Hey, folks, we got 78 people here at the moment. 46 have hit the like button. If my math is correct, that means about 32 of you have not. Do me a favor, if you don't mind, hit the like button while we wait for this next half inning to start. Just a thumbs up icon at the bottom of your screen there on your device. Tap it. Help out the channel, please. Much appreciated. I've got like a bunch of Thai food here that I have yet to eat. I mean, I'm dying to eat it. Ben McDonald is wearing Michael Phelps's water goggles. Jake McCarthy at the plate. 0-1 pitch is a curveball low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Yep, I didn't pay my bill. The 1-1. Fouled off to the left. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Be right back. This one is a foul, just a little foul ball there. Still 1-2. Yes, Alberto, I am. We got Ben McDonald wearing Michael Phelps's water goggles. Phelps in between Brown and Kevin Brown and Ben McDonald. Excuse me. 2-2 the count on McCarthy. Kremer up to 60 pitches now. There is nobody out in the 4th. He's given up 5 hits and a walk through the first 3 innings. That's 2 base runners an inning. That's just not good enough. This one's outside, full count. And a foul ball will do it again. Oh. What happened to me over here? Oh, how far back? This one's hit on the ground. First base side foul. Hold on. Okay, folks, just in case, make sure you got a red dot next to the word live at the bottom of the screen. Make sure you're live with me, and if you're not, hit that live word, and it'll Get that red dot back. Get you caught up. This ball is hit third base side, and a tough play. Ramon Arias. What a play. He slides with his back to the infield and traps the ball to his chest to make the catch. What a smart play there by Ramon. Just doing whatever he could to keep that ball cradled. Just keep it from hitting the ground, and you made a catch. Nice play.
Besides that, it's all in the reflexes.
Tim Tawa up here with one down, bases empty. 0 for 1 so far, and he goes after the first pitch. Left center. Mullins is there to make this catch. 2 down. Dean Kremer, I believe, looking for his first 1-2-3 inning today. He's 2/3 of the way there. Yeah, the fact that there's not a water bong on the desk here. Phelps is in the studio. What are we doing? Let's rip some bong hits. Herrera at the plate. Curveball up and away for ball 1. Kramer's next pitch is a curveball that finds the zone this time. It's 1-1. Yeah, Phelps was just ahead of his time. If he had waited a few more years where recreational weed is pretty much no longer taboo, there's no controversy. I mean, it's still not legal in every state, right? It's still a state-by-state thing. If you live in a state where it's still not legal, if you're going to be put in jail for it, just move. Tell your state, I got my priorities in order. You do you, I'm going over here now. 2-2 pitch is high, full count on Herrera. Watch the replay of yesterday's game. Ton of commercials. 1 or more every half inning. Bill, I don't know why that was. I've never gotten anybody tell me that before. Let's chalk it up as an aberration for now, okay? Well, I'm glad you don't blame me because I didn't change any settings or anything like that. But trust me, I don't want people to be beaten over the head with advertising. This inning is over. We're going now to the 5th. 2-0 Diamondbacks. Thailand, weed has been legal here now for coming up on 3 years. Yeah, if it was illegal here, do you think I would be casually smoking a J on camera? With the possibility of landing in a Thai prison? No. With all the pitchers being hurt, should Orioles revisit the Mariners about starting pitcher Castillo? Well, I mean, James, I'm pretty sure it's the Mariners who are just not really wanting to. We can make a call again, but it's just going to be like, hey, remember how we were talking to you a few months back about a trade? Well, how about now? I don't know. I don't think we're going to get anybody until July if we're going to get somebody. Sandy Alcantara is the big fish out there that everybody wants. He plays for the Marlins. Get it? Big fish. Sonny Gray is probably going to be another guy out there. as a deadline possibility with the Cardinals probably not competing in his contract. They probably want to move him on. Pablo Lopez of the Twins. There was rumors during the offseason that they might want to get rid of his contract and take some prospects in return. If they feel that way in July, talk about that. Ryan Mountcastle, first pitch. Once again, pitchers working him low and away, and that's his weak spot. He swings and misses at a pitch knee-high on the outside corner. This one's popped up. High in the air, and Corbin Carroll is there to make the catch. Mountcastle.
Okay, mount up.
Flies out to begin the top of the fifth. Heston Kjerstad. The ads have been on the increase. Hey, Fitzy, are you getting reports like that from your end? You have rolling ads on your streams, right? This is news to me. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. It would not surprise me that YouTube is just secretly adding more ads without telling their content creators about it. Oh and 2 on Kjerstad. One down, nobody on, top of the fifth. And the 0-2 is inside. 1 and 2. This one bounces in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two pitch. Kjerstad gets a piece. That pitch was low, but he fouls it off. It's still 2 and 2. What reports? No, I was just asking, Fitz. You have rolling ads on your streams, right? You have ads enabled. Are you getting any reports from people who watch your channel that the ads have been increasing lately? This pitch is hit to left. It's going to hang up there. McCarthy makes the catch. And there are 2 down. Man, come on. Pfaadt is not this good. Can we please get a rally? 2 down for Ramon Arias. You mean the thing they are adding in May? I don't know. The only thing I saw that was changing in May was something to do with YouTube Shorts. So I kind of just dismissed whatever that announcement was because I don't really do the shorts. I didn't see anything in that announcement about ads. The 0-1 pitch to Arias is low, 1 ball, 1 strike. One off the plate. Yep. As in, yep, you have gotten feedback that ads have been increasing for you? Is that what that yep means? This pitch is low and away. I might need to do a lag check as well after that interruption about 15 minutes ago. Maybe there's an additional lag. Oh, no. Nobody has said anything. Okay. Lag check, folks. Type in this number as soon as you hear it. The number is 3. Ramon with a ground ball to third. Suarez has got it over to first in time. The inning is over. 1, 2, 3, go the Orioles. There go the 3s in the chat. It's not too bad. What is too bad is that the Orioles are being shut out through 5 innings with just a couple of hits. Halfway through this one, it is 2-0 Arizona. Rod, we inquired during the winter, but it was just an inquiry. Talks didn't really develop. But the fact of the matter is, it's the worst kept secret in baseball. The Mariners have a plethora of pitching talent. They have maybe the best rotation in all of baseball. Even the Dodgers. Maybe that's a crazy take, but if they're not as good as the Dodgers, they're the second best rotation in baseball for my money. But their offense. I mean, let me take a look right now. Maybe they're hitting pretty well this season so far. Maybe they don't feel a need to worry about anything. We got any league leaders from the Mariners and any batting stats? I'm not seeing any team leaders in batting. Let's take a look at this. Hey, would you believe this? The Cardinals have the best team batting average in all of baseball. They're hitting .291. Seattle, here you go. You want to know about the Seattle offense? They are hitting .199 as a team. The team is hitting below the Mendoza line. So, yeah, they need bats. We need arms. Let's make a deal. I know, Evan. I know. It's just the way things are going right now, man. Corbin Carroll's leading off another inning, and this time we finally get him. It's a ground ball to Mountcastle. He'll beat Carroll to the bag for the unassisted putout. 1 out in the 5th. Again with keeping Corbin. We offered Corbin Burns $45 million a year. We were prepared to give him more annual salary than any pitcher has ever received in the history of Major League Baseball. The second highest salary in all of baseball, behind Juan Soto. But it wasn't enough years. And I'm sorry, but Rod, you might disagree, but I don't mind the Orioles taking that stance. They're like, you know, we'll offer you $10 million more per year, but we just don't want to lock you in for 8 years. Have you seen all the pitching injuries? Well, then, Rod, you pony up $250 million as an investment on that, and tell me you don't have fear in your heart, and just praying every day that the $250 million investment you made doesn't get shoulder fatigue or some other thing. It's too risky, man. Base hit by Perdomo, his second of the day, into right field. And again, like, even if we matched on the years, if we gave the same contract that Arizona was giving, he was going to Arizona because he preferred to live out in Arizona. So there's no way you can blame us for not getting Burns signed. This ball is hit well by Smith. That ball is going to go into the pool. Pavin Smith has doubled the lead for the Diamondbacks with a 2-run homer. It is 4-0. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Right in the middle of the plate, too. I mean, that landed right in the pool. And look how much one moron just dove headfirst into the tile. Naylor hits one deep to right, and that ball's gone. Get Kremer out of the ball game. I need a break. It's 5-0, back-to-back home runs, and yeah, I'm just gonna, yeah, I'm gonna, yeah.
That's right. We can't have anyone freak out there, okay? We've got to keep our composure. We've come too far. There's too much to lose. We've got to keep our composure.
Oh, no, not the beast! Not the beast! Ah! Oh, my eyes! My eyes! Ah!
0-1 on Suarez. 0-2 on Suarez. Fouled away. The 0-2 is a comebacker to Kremer. He jogs towards the first base bag, flips it to Mountie for the second out. 5-0 Diamondbacks.
I apologize for Baltimore. I apologize for Baltimore.
Alec Thomas swinging a miss. Well, you know what? If I'm off camera, I'm going to start eating this Thai food. Fouled at the plate, 0-2 on Thomas. Kevin Brown reminding us that we're the only team in baseball that has not had a save opportunity yet. Did that hit Thomas? Wow. Wow.
Oh, no, not the beast! Not the beast! Ah! Oh, my eyes! My eyes! Ah!
Let me have a Diablo sandwich of Dr. Pepper. Make it fast. I'm in a goddamn hurry.
That'll do it for Dean Kremer. Call the bullpen. Third straight bad outing from him. So if you're keeping count, we have Zach Eflin, 3 good outings, but now he's injured. We have Charlie Morton, 3 terrible outings. We have Dean Kremer, 3 bad outings. Tomoyuki Sagano, 1 good outing and 1 abbreviated outing for hand cramps. And Cade Povich with 1 bad and 1 very bad outing. That's what we have. We've had 4 good outings, and 3 of them belong to a guy that's no longer healthy. I don't know how to. I don't know. You got that, and then you got an offense with no runs on the board against Brandon Pfaadt. I mean, I believe I said this in my last Discord message when I talked about the state of the team. I'm saying, look, at best right now, I think all we can do is just try to play 500 ball as close to 500 as we can, stick around 500 as much as we can until we get stronger. Grayson, by the way, had another successful side session. He's still on track without a setback. Again, Kyle Gibson's making his first start with AAA Norfolk tomorrow. Cino Perez is on, and he's got an ERA of 19.64. Opponents are hitting .412 off of him. He has a whip of 3.55. And yeah, last time he had pitched for us, I said, if there's anybody in this bullpen right now that needs to maybe be considered needing a replacement, it's Perez. So my thought here is this. You know, Matt Bowman, who was brought in to be the long man to replace Suarez, again, he's really not a long man like a Suarez. More of just a 2-inning guy, not much more than that. So why not maybe, I don't know, if Perez stinks it up again, cut him. We lose a lefty. We don't have that 3 lefty, 3 righty balance in the middle bullpen. But just go with Bowman in that spot, and then if it weren't for the Eflin injury, I would put Morton in at long relief and then bring up Brandon Young. This ball is going to get down in the left center field for a hit. Cino Perez comes in and immediately gives up a double to a lefty, by the way. We can't do it immediately, Matt. He's got to get ramped up, unless you just want him to come in and throw like 2 innings. Yeah, with Povich, that's the one guy I would not put in long relief. Just because we're still trying to, you know, we want him to be a starter. He's got upside, you know. Morton doesn't have upside. He's 40. Yeah. O2 pitch to Tawa. 2nd and 3rd, 2 out. And where was that, Blue? Why are we appealing what was already a strike? Unbelievable. This pitch was completely in the zone. The baseball is completely in the zone on a 2-strike count. One and 2. Popped up and out of play. All right. 1 sec. Base hit to left, 2 runs will score. Cino Perez, get off the team. He comes on with 2 outs and can't just get 1 out. He's done. He's done for me. That's it for me with Cino Perez. And I don't mean any disrespect to the guy. He's been around the team for a while. I enjoyed watching him catch home run balls with his hat. But, this has just been another typical outing for him on this season. It's been terrible. Want to know on Eugenio Suarez? Oh, I'm sorry. It's Herrera at the plate now. Forgive me. He's got a similar batting stance from the right side, similar build to Suarez. So that's my excuse for not properly identifying this man. One pitch. Inside, 2-1. Falling behind the number 9 hitter. Two-one count. Swung on, and that ball is hit on the infield, but it's a foul ball. I guess it must have hit off of Herrera's foot first. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Runner at first. And how many runs in this inning? 5 runs in the inning. Pitch. That's a called strike 3. Fastball on the outside corner. I'm not even going to give you the sound effect, Perez. You don't get the sound effect. 5 innings complete. It's all Arizona. 7-0. We're down a touchdown. Kremer's day ends with 4 2/3 innings, giving up 8 hits and 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, 6 earned runs. His ERA on the season now is 8.16. Cionel Perez. All he needed to do was get 1 out, and he gave up 2 hits and a run on his way to that out to increase his ERA now to 20.25. 20.25. This guy averages giving up more than 2 runs per inning. Sorry. Brandon Pfaadt, meanwhile, just pitching, like he's an ace. 5 innings, 2 hits, 2 walks, no runs. So 0 ERA and a whip of under 1 so far today. Like you would see a good pitcher do. Gunner 0 for 2, Adley 0 for 1, O'Hearn 0 for 1, O'Neill is 1 for 2, Mullins 0 for 2, Mowney 0 for 2, Kerstad 0 for 2, Ramon with an infield hit, Holiday 0 for 1. Oh, is the whip up now to 3.75? That went up. Ugly. Hey, speaking of ugly, I'm back here now. Jackson Holiday will lead things off. First pitch fouled away. 7-0. Since getting 5 runs off of Zach Gallen in the opening innings of Game 1, the Orioles have scored just 3 runs over the last 18 innings. So that's 1.5 runs a ball game Ground ball to short. Perdomo on the run makes the play. Holiday retired. So the bats are cold. The pitching is lousy in terms of our starters and one reliever. The rest of the bullpen's doing good. But at this stage, throw Perez out there for another inning. I mean, if we don't make a dent in this 7-run lead, you might as well not. I mean, then again, we do have an off day tomorrow. Okay, we got an off day tomorrow. You can throw somebody else out there. Cano actually needs work. It's just too bad that we might wind up using him in a game like this. But again, day off tomorrow. He should be available for Friday if need be. 1-1 on Gunnar Henderson. Fouled away, 1-2. What's going on with the scoreboard? Is it completely behind or not showing this Gunnar at bat, is it? You say hurry up. I mean, he has to be ramped up. You guys understand, right? Did you not watch spring training? You know, you go out there, you throw like 40 pitches, then you work your way up to 50, 60. You know, he's not ready to start games in the bigs unless, again, you just want a guy that can give you maybe 3 innings right now. So give him a couple of starts. And, yeah. This ball's hit on the ground, left side, base hit for Gunnar Henderson. A lot of open real estate on the left side. And Gunnar has himself a hit. Okay. Yeah, RW, somebody had told me that last night. What is the latest weather report for tomorrow night? Like, what are the percentages? How, is it already raining in Baltimore now? Like, is it already bad weather? Is it possible the thing, here's a hard hit ball by Rutschman into right field. That's a base hit. The Orioles with back-to-back singles. Well, all you can do at down 7 is start chipping away. You can't get it all back. I mean, you can, but if we can get at least 2 runs back in this inning. Come on, Ryan O'Hearn. 2 on for you, 1 out.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
First pitch. Off the plate outside. Change up. Ball 1. One-0 pitch. In there for a strike. Another changeup. Pfaadt is on 86 pitches. This should probably be his final inning. 1 out, runners at first and second. That ball's hit to left. If it stays fair, it's trouble, but it's a foul ball. Sunny and 50 degrees. All right, so what are they talking about for Friday? Hey, Pocket. No, it doesn't look good. 1-2 pitch to O'Hearn is fouled at the plate. We'll do it again. Who's coddling? I mean, I hear you, Rod, but pitchers, with the way they pitch these days, without it going the distance, are dropping like flies. So to ask these guys to pitch more than they already do, given the track record of injuries, I don't know how that's going to suddenly make them less prone to injury. Hey there, Brian. I appreciate it. Hey, we're up to 2480 on the sub count. Good stuff. Rain Friday and through to Saturday. Very wet, 90% on Friday. Damn. And the thing is, they might not have a doubleheader that weekend if there is a rain out, because it's the Blue Jays and they'll be back in town for another series later in the year. Typically in a situation like that, they just kick the can down the road and make that game up in the next series. 2-2 pitches low, full count on O'Hearn. Folks, I know you haven't heard this much today, but what the hell? My honest opinion, Brian, stick around. That's all you get around here, is my honest opinion. I think I've been too opinionated, if anything. I think my number one job is to call the game like a broadcaster should, limiting the opinionated stuff. But I admit, with the way things have started this season, I've had to talk about a few things. This ball's hit up the middle. Oh, Perdomo has it to second for one to first. Good grief. Well, you want me to say something poignant? Kevin Brown's answer was, that's the way the cookie crumbles. That's his take on the state of affairs for this team right now. I just think this cookie might be laced with arsenic or something. This is a cookie served up by Jim Jones. This cookie isn't crumbling. This cookie is killing us. Holy cow. Bottom of the sixth. Coming up. 7-0 Arizona. Yeah, nothing really went our way yesterday either. But this. Okay, I'll try and believe that, but I'll tell you this, I'm looking forward to a little bit of a mini break. I mean, not only is there a day off tomorrow, but in that 9-game homestand, after the first 3 games against Toronto, off day on Monday before a 6-game stretch between the Guardians and the Reds. So 2 off days in a 5-day span. I need that right now. Honestly, the team can do something that is not going to necessarily make the results get better immediately, but it would at least throw some red meat to this fan base and give us something to feel good about. Because, God damn it, we need something. So, once again, I'll say it loud and clear. Lock up Adley. Lock up a player. You know, one of the few that we can actually do it with. Do it. Give us something to enjoy while we go through this. Perez is still out there to begin the bottom of the 6th. Corbin Carroll, lefty on lefty. Carroll 2 for 3, another home run, and a single back in the first. He scored twice. Swing and a miss, 0-2. outside. The 1-2. Again outside. Two pitch. Pop foul. Stays 2-2. Has this scoreboard just done nothing for like forever? This thing? It looks like it. Let me hit refresh on there. I don't know what's going on. There you go. Sorry. Here is a foul tip. Still 2-2. Now what? Now an ad is trying to take over. Okay, that's a little better. 2-2 on Carroll. We might be at the point of the ball game, folks, where we'll be implementing the earmuff eighth inning today. The earmuff eighth inning, folks, for only, I think, the second time so far this season. If you're not familiar with the earmuff eighth, it's very simple. For one inning, all the profanity and vulgarity you want, type it into the chat. Let your frustrations out. I will not judge. I will not, doing that's a walk, by the way. Perez with a leadoff walk in the sixth. He was ahead of him 0-2. He was ahead of Carroll 0-2. Walks him. Yeah, we'll have an earmuff eighth inning tonight. So get ready. If you got kids around, send them out to play. If that is still a thing, I'm not sure. Geraldo Perdomo has a couple of hits today. 1-0 the count to him. And he gets fisted on this one. Fouls it back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch inside. Who's the last guy the O's locked up? I'm honestly not sure. Based on the way he played last season, we should have locked up Craig Kimbrell in a Baltimore City jail. That pitch is up and away. 3-1 on Perdomo. Pitch. Outside, ball 4. Would you get Perez out of the game, please? Back-to-back walks to lead off the 6th. Matt Bowman is up in the pen. A lefty is due up. Here comes Drew French. This is what drives me crazy. Are you really going to leave Perez out there for one more batter simply because that batter is a lefty and you want the lefty-lefty matchup? Really? What has Perez done? The first batter he faced was a lefty. Gave up a hit. Just put in a better pitcher. Everybody else in the bullpen is a better option than Perez. Everybody else. This lefty-righty thing is getting out of control. I'm all about matchups, but my God, if your eyes can't tell you something, then you're not really a manager, are you? You're just basically using a chat GPT to determine your decisions. Well, chat GPT tells me to leave Perez in there. Pavin Smith at the plate, and that first pitch is a strike. 2 on, nobody out, bottom of the 6th. Look, he might get this dude out, and they'll go to the pen next because there'll be a right-hander up next. Oh, wait, Naylor's up next. So you're going to leave him out here for 2 more batters? Swing and a miss, it's 0-2. And Perez now on 27 pitches already. That's the other thing. Every time he comes out here, he's throwing 30 pitches. Oh, 2 to Smith. First, Perez steps off the rubber. Where's my special lucky? Cow. That one's in the dirt. In the dirt.
I mean, you know I'm a Lucky Strike man from way back, so...
One and 2. Pitch. High, 2-2. Janet, how have you been enjoying this game so far? My goodness. This ball's hit foul, still 2-2. And whatever happened to Melanie? I used to have 2 ladies I could depend on in the chat. Maybe that's why this team is struggling. Melanie hasn't been around to, help these players take the edge off, if you know what I mean. 2-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to second. And this, I just lost the game, is what happened. I hope that's a double play ball. I hope we just had a double play ball. Because it looked like it should have been. Ground out. We only got 1 out? Are you kidding me? What happened? Oh, come on, man. Runner at third, 2 down. It was a double play? Okay, great. Hey, folks. Josh Naylor takes an 0-1 pitch inside, 1-1 the count. I don't know. My stride is feeling pretty broken right now. Comebacker to Perez. He's able to stop the ball, pick it up, and throw Naylor out to end the inning. We go to the 7th. It is 7-0 Arizona.
Where you from?
Baltimore.
What?
Baltimore.
Baltimore? What's that?
Look, it doesn't really matter, all right?
Ooh, ha. Hey, where'd I go? Help! Where am I? Where am I? Good evening. Hey, folks, the next game is going to be Friday night. Back home, weather permitting. We'll be on the air at 6:55 p.m. Tomoyuki Sagano going to be on the mound facing, is it Bowden Francis, I think? Francis. So you're not going to want to miss that, are you? Are you? Sorry, yeah, Bowden Francis. Let's see who our division rivals are playing this weekend. We're playing the Jays head-to-head. Tampa will face Atlanta. I think Atlanta will probably take 2 out of 3. I mean, they're 2-8. There's no way they're that bad. So that's good for us. Tampa should struggle. Oh, no. The Red Sox get the White Sox. Uh-oh. And how about the Yanks? Who they got? They get the Giants. And San Francisco's off to an 8-3 start. Better record than the Yanks. So not an easy matchup for them. We get Toronto head-to-head. All right, here we go. Tyler O'Neill will lead it off. We're in the top of the 7th. He takes low for ball 1.
Ahoy there! Anybody home?
And the Diamondbacks, the Diamondbacks have gone to their pen to get a lefty, Jalen Beeks. And that's a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. O'Neill crushes lefties. Beeks in 5 appearances, an ERA of 1.23, a whip of 0.68. Opponents hitting just 120. He's been tough. And look how he hides that baseball. This is hit up toward the second base bag, and it'll be fielded, and O'Neill will be thrown out at first. Tim Tawa making the play at second base. 1 down in the 7th. Ced Mullins coming up.
Well said, now you know what to do.
It's the Birds versus the Beaks. Popped up by Mullins on 1 pitch, and that barely gets out of the infield. Perdomo, the shortstop, making the catch. 2 down. Too easy. I mean, if this doesn't look like a team that just wants to hurry up and get the hell on a plane and get out of here, I don't know what does. I want to root for the impossible or the near impossible, but as a team, you guys have got to show me that you think you can come back. Ryan Mountcastle, 0 for 2. He's hit into one of our double plays today. The Blue Heron is back. All right. Here is a foul tip, 1 ball, 2 strikes. I know it's dangerous to say, but I really do think that this is what rock bottom looks like. It can only, I mean, where is the button? Howard Jones. This is why you're on my soundboard. Because there's nothing more true than this. They have to, folks. They have to get better. Here's a hard hit ball foul. 2-2 on Mountcastle. You say way worse. I don't know, Rod. I don't know about that. I'll give you worse. I don't know about way worse. 2-2 to Mountcastle. That one's lined. Caught at third base by Suarez. Folks, we've had like 8 line drives just right at somebody today. This game just wasn't meant to be. We've got 6 more outs to play with, so it ain't over till it's over. But everything right now looks like a situation where it just was not meant to be. This is the lowest. I hope this is it. I hope we have bottomed out. I hope this is the bottom. Nick Cage. One more time, buddy.
Oh, no, not the bees! Not the bees! Ah!
Yes, the bees. Yes, the bees. Yes. The bees. It is the bees. I mean, Diamondbacks, they've got fangs. Bees have stingers. It's pretty close. If I find a not the fangs sound drop, I'll switch it out. We're down a touchdown. Michael, it's interesting you ask me that because I feel like that's what I've been screaming since his last 2 or 3 appearances. So yes, I do. And I think the only reason why it hasn't happened already is because of so many other injuries. I'll tell you this. If nothing else, when Andrew Kittredge comes back, hey, remember that? We signed a relief pitcher this offseason. Oh, yeah, it's time for that. Kittredge will be back in like a month and change. Maybe by the end of May. So if Perez isn't DFA'd by then, I would say that would be the time. If he doesn't magically turn it around. Folks, it's the 7th inning stretch, and only Baxter was aware enough to throw some cakes on the griddle. Bowman gives up a base hit to Suarez, and he's looking to make it 2. The throw comes in from Kjerstad. It's offline and late. 1 pitch, leadoff double given up by Matt Bowman. Good grief. Just shower me with pancakes, folks. Let me just drown in your pancakes. That way you'll block the screen I'm looking at right now. I just want nothing but syrup and carbohydrates and butter. Bring it on. Treat me like one of those like models that they lay out on a table and put sushi on, you know? Whatever. Your boy is at the end of his rope. Alec Thomas has an 0-1 count. Runner at second, nobody out. Bottom of the 7th. This one's fouled off to the right. It's 0-2. The 0-2 from Bowman. Fouled back again. Here's a cutter that looked like slipped out of Bowman's hand. Very high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 is reached for on a pitch outside and fouled off to the left. Anybody got any non-baseball topics? Any pop culture nonsense you want to talk about? I think we're at that stage in this game, if you're still here. Something to get BW's mind in a better place than it is right now. Two and two the count on Thomas. This is a sort of half swing, but another foul ball. Still 2-2. Do I ever visit the Cherry Blossom Fest? Yeah, Jew Brownie. I mean, I spent a lot of years living in D.C. I didn't really go on like an official, like, down in that part of, what do you call it? You know, where like the Jefferson Memorial and, you know, that main area where you got the big, you know, but just hanging around like that general area of the Smithsonian's and down toward the Lincoln Memorial and over there. Yeah. Close enough to get a whiff. The Tidal Basin. Yes, Tidal Basin. Thank you. And then what parkway is it that I come in on if I'm driving in from like the Bethesda Chevy Chase area? When I come around, I've already forgotten the name of the damn. It's a very scenic little old school highway. I don't think it's the BW Parkway because this is on the opposite side. Is it still considered the BW Parkway? And this runs like this runs like near Georgetown, but on the Virginia side of the river. It runs from like Silver Spring, Bethesda, and it kind of cuts through. And it's all like woods and it's like 2 lanes and you can, I don't know, maybe they've expanded it, but last time I'm on that highway, it's still like an old school like 2-lane no shoulder highway. Cabin John. This ball's caught foul ball third base side by Ramon Arias for the second out of the inning. 2 down, runner at first. Anyway, that area, yeah, Georgetown, the Tidal Basin, or even if you're like on the Virginia side, like Pentagon City, looking across Key Bridge, that area. It is still the BW Parkway? Okay. Well, there you go. Here I am calling myself BW, asking what was the name of this street I used to drive on, and it's named after me. Yeah, right near so Bartman would know. This ball's hit to Gunner. 2 down, and that throw to first is accurate. The inning is over. We go to the 8th inning. Orioles down a touchdown and an extra point. Gotcha. Yeah, that's right. Yep, that's right. It's the George Washington Parkway. See, it's not the BW Parkway. The BW Parkway starts wherever the Washington Times, what is it, 395? Like 395 like turns into the BW Parkway. The BW Parkway ends entering the city. What I'm talking about is on the opposite side, Virginia. So it can't be the BW Parkway. It's the George Washington Parkway. Thank you, Bartman. I forgot. And it can be a dangerous. I love how Janet is typing in the DW. Why are you typing that in now? and what kind of bruise have you left on your hubby for that misinformation? We need a response. Anyway, I couldn't remember. But what I do remember... Oh, there's a lag. Okay. What I do remember is that when you're trying to merge onto that GW Parkway, depending on which little exit... you can't even call them exits. It's like a 3/4 U-turn off of like a residential street in Arlington, and like there's also no what do you call it, acceleration lane. Like you just gotta dump yourself into the traffic there. It's a little dangerous, but it's scenic, especially during the cherry blossom month or whatever, which is my way of wrapping up this 20-minute side conversation. Heston Kjerstad is up to lead off the top of the 8th. A swing and a miss on the first pitch from Jalen Beeks. Next one gets away from the catcher. 1 ball, 1 strike. All right, parking lot. Well, good to know. What will they win? Since you know exactly what's going on, tell us the exact record, so that way we can just not bother watching. I can just refer to my Gray's Sports Almanac years later and remember, oh yeah, that was the year the parking lot told me exactly what the hell this team was going to do. What's our record? Hit on the ground by Kjerstad the first, and the race to the bag is won by the first baseman. He is retired. 2 down. Sorry, 1 down. Hey, look, we've got an extra out. Yeah, exit to Chainbridge Road is a crazy... Wow, so there really must be a pretty big delay. That is true. If you read it the way Chilo does... Yeah, we could win any amount of games other than 80. We could win 85, 90, 95... We just won't win 80. Ramon Arias at the plate, and he fouls this one away. Yeah, folks, with that lag issue, once again, make sure your live button is red. If it's not, if there's no red dot, you got to tap it. You got to give it a little tappy tap tap. Colin Selby is getting loose in the Oriole pen. And, yeah, I would probably, there's not going to be a bottom of the 9th. So, yeah, it'll be the final inning of pitching. Go to him. That is a clear and correct move. Well, Melanie Newman's got a bag of popcorn. And with that perfect smile and arched eyebrows, I'm just feeling a whole lot better. Thanks, Melanie. Arias with a ground ball to third. Suarez over to first in time, 2 down. I mean, this game is not only bad, it's boring me. I'm not often bored by baseball. This is one of the most boring games I've ever seen. Holy cow. The popcorn. Oh, Melanie, you card. Oh, I'm glad you're having fun. Janet. Thank you for that visual. 0-1 on Holiday. My sinuses are starting to kick in again. That one's low. 1 ball, 1 strike. See, folks, you can say terrible things in the chat, but if it's done in a way that's humorous and not just a personal attack, that's how you get away with it. Holiday gets into one to left, but it's going to hang up there. McCarthy has it. Inning over. Bottom of the 8th coming up. The Orioles are... I did set it up. I mean, if I'm talking about Melanie, I'm already setting up. But yeah, once I throw in the bag, it's over, Johnny. And speaking of over, we got about one more inning to go here. And what time is it? 5:01 a.m. So let's just wrap this up so your boy can maybe get in a few winks before the sun comes up. Folks, I have been nothing but a cheerleader for this team since the day I started this game. And might I remind you again, I'm calling 175 consecutive Baltimore Oriole regular season games. Since the first game, I ain't missed the one. So if we can't say anything good about the team, say something good about me. Yeah. Yeah, that's how I'm turning this game around today. I mean, there's probably only like 25 people here at this point. But yeah, just throw in all the compliments about how great of a job I'm doing. I rock. All right. Actually, there's 60 of you here. Credit to you. My shirt is cool. Well, that has nothing to do with me as a person. This is one of these, again, these are the kind of shirts you want to wear when you're in Thailand. These like wick-away shirts. If you get a little sweaty, it just wicks away. It's light. The sun doesn't absorb heat. It's made for weather like this. Oh, Miss Janet. Oh, Rod. You guys. Aw.
Oh, boy, is this great!
Fly ball to left field by Herrera on the first pitch from Selby is caught by Kerstad. 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. I like it, and I like you. I do rock. Don't worry, your screen's not frozen. I'm just holding a pose. I do rock. Corbin Carroll, 2 for 3, takes high for ball 1. Let me get that scoreboard back up. That's a called strike. 1-1. Yeah, aren't you guys... Remember opening day? I had 6 bye-bye birdies. We have had 6 home runs since. Half of our home runs came in the first game of the season. Hopefully some home cooking's going to change that. 1-2 the count on Corbin Carroll. And the pitch is fouled off to the right. You know what I'm really concerned about is what is the attendance going to be like? Because if it's any reflection about the turnout for the games on this channel, a team that was trending upward very nicely with the average attendance, I don't know, in these early weeks before school's out and all that, it might be pretty rough during this 9-game homestand. Here's a swing and a miss. Selby gets a strikeout. Whoops. Hey, that'll be on Friday night. What I meant to say was... Perdomo gets into one to right. That ball is going to go. Wow. Perdomo has crushed us today. 3rd hit, all of them smashed. This one smashed the most. Good Lord. It is 8-0, Arizona. It is the worst loss of the season yet. I mean, I got to bring up my Discord. I'm going to read you my Discord message. I'm going to tell you straight from the horse's mouth, me being the horse. This is what I wrote. Where is it? First pitch to Pavin Smith, a curveball in the dirt. 2 down, nobody on, bottom of the 8th. 8-0 Diamondbacks. So I just write, a shaky rotation, decimated by injury. An offense that isn't bad, in quotes. 11th in baseball in batting average, 11th in on-base percentage, 12th in OPS. I mean, folks, that may not be where we were last year in the first half. We were like top 2. But, you can't say the offense is bad when you're talking about those numbers being ranked sort of in that between first and second tier. And yeah, a few games now where the umps haven't helped. It hasn't been pretty. Mistakes have been made. We've beaten ourselves more than the opponent has. But we've also been pretty damn unlucky. Last night's game broke me. It really gutted me. I just want to win 2 in a row. I just want to see Morton figure it out, build some momentum. And it was Murphy's Law out there. Now Eflin is down. I can't imagine the team's morale is healthy right now. For the time being, to save myself some stress, I'm going to scale my expectations back. I don't know if things will get worse before they get better. They got worse tonight. But they will get better. We just got to hang around 500 best we can. If we do that, if we overcome the adversity of all this, we get healthier on the mound, we get more consistent with our bats. All these early season struggles will hopefully light a spark under us. And we put up one of the better records in the second half of this season. Okay? The bullpen is looking good. Holiday's off to a good start. So in spite of this cloud hanging over the club right now, there are a couple of things that's actually going better than expected. And that's all I had to say about that. That's my take on everything. Let's just try to play as close to 500 ball as we can. Let's be realistic about it. We're not going to be playing 600 ball with the team the way it is right now. It's not happening. This ball's drilled into left center. And that's going to be another extra base hit. Pavin Smith. His 3rd hit of the game. He also has a home run. And we're getting destroyed. Dude, you rock. You do rock. Oh, I'm Broseph. Is that me? I'm a Cubs fan. I like the O's before I came across your stream. I'm slowly falling in love with this squad because of you. Hey, thanks, man. Hey, being a Cubs fan, you know what it's like during the dark days, man. If you've been a Cubs fan a long time. I grew up watching the Cubs. They were my second team. I hope you've heard my Harry Carey impression. I whip it out from time to time. Speaking of whipping it out, hey Arnie, get a shot of those jugs over there in the right field bleachers. That's right, I'm a Bud man and a Cub fan. Hey, Josh Naylor, opposite field base hit. Smith will score with 2 down. He was running off on contact. It is 9-0. Luke says, I experience a lot of pain. Well, Luke, welcome aboard. You're in the right place. This is torture. This is a torture. Swing and a miss by Suarez. He is 1 for 4. 9-zip. No offense, no pitching. No series won. We're going to lose another series. I mean, honestly. Swing and a miss. Suarez strikes out, and that'll end the bottom of the 8th. The Diamondbacks put 2 more runs on the board. There was a home run in there. There was a double in there. Selby got knocked around. Again, don't expect Selby to be on this team more than a couple of more games. The Sunday game where we need a starter to replace Eflin, that'll be the move. We call up somebody. I think it's going to be Brandon Young. I hope it's going to be Brandon Young. And Selby then goes back down to AAA. But this was a spot you use a guy like this, you know? It's already a blowout. No need to put another guy out there. Get an inning out of him. We can tell him, hey, we gave you a shot to show us something. Well, he gave up 2 runs. So optioning you back to AAA. Don't hate us for that. Yeah, it sucks, man. We win the opening game of the series. And there was a period during the game yesterday where it felt like, you know, maybe we can grab this second game right now and take the series now. Next thing you know, we're looking at trying to go for a sweep. But what happens? We're walking away losing the series after winning the first game, man. With a 9-0 shutout staring us in the face right now. It's ugly. You know? I mean, I'll tell you this. Again, if you're into the Twitter space for sports talk, then this is a banner day. You're going to have a blast. I'm sure Twitter is popping right now. If that's what you want, it's out there. I can just sit here and tell you things are bad. I can point out the things I think that we need to improve on or change. But I'm not going to trash personal insults on players. I'll say they're performing like trash. But that's the difference. Gunnar Henderson up 1 for 3. Jarvis is on for the final inning of work for Arizona. I wonder what his first name is. There is a football player for Wolverhampton Wanderers named Matt Jarvis. What is this guy's first name? This is up and away. This is a Bryce Jarvis. Thank you, Luke. So Bryce, let's face it. Can we all just like agree that if you name your kid Bryce, if you have a boy, if you birth a boy, that boy has like a 1 in 10 million chance of becoming a Major League Baseball player, right? As Gunnar Henderson grounds out to second base, 1 down in the 9th. But if you name your kid a name like Bryce, I swear to God, your odds go up to like 1 in 100. There are names in baseball that just seem to be prevalent in baseball. Have you noticed this? Bryce is definitely one of those names. There's a lot of Bryces. Just thought I'd try to talk about anything other than this game. No one has a response. BW, you know. Adley Rutschman with a 2-0 count. How about NBA? How about NHL? How about in your personal life? How many Bryces do you know? I don't know a Bryce in real life. What's for breakfast today? Probably what was supposed to be for dinner last night. I got about 2 pounds of Thai foods here. Thai foods? Bitsy knows a Bryce. But folks, come on, be honest. I'll try to think of another name that's like that. I think Tyler is another name. We've got a Tyler O'Neill. There's a lot of Tylers out there. And more than your average class of kids, I'd say. Yeah, foods. I got foods. Adley hits a ball to left. Gonna hang up there, though. McCarthy makes the catch, and the Orioles are down to their final out. Let's get on the plane home. I flew out of the airport in downtown Phoenix before. Forget the name of it. I know that airport. Get your butts on a plane, please. Nathaniel, yeah. In fact, I was very much involved with the English Premier League for about a decade. I was a writer for NBC Sports covering the English Premier League. This is a ground ball by O'Hearn. The first base. It's a flip to the pitcher, and that is the ball game. The Orioles suffer their worst defeat of the season to date and are now back on a losing streak. They won the first game of this series, but it's been 2 heartbreaking losses. I mean, I don't know. Heartbreaking is normally like a close one. I'd say yesterday was a heartbreak and today was just a beatdown. Today was just, we were already wounded and somebody came up with a billy club and just beat us up some more. Gunnar Henderson just leaning out over the dugout, staring off in the distance, wondering where life went wrong right now. Tyler O'Neill in his ear talking. This team needs to pump each other up. I mean, every player right now, shoulders are slumped, heads are down. I mean, it can't get worse than this. Can't get worse than this. That is probably the good news. Final score, Diamondbacks, 9 runs, 14 hits, no errors. The Orioles, no runs, just 4 hits. Were any for extra bases? Did we have an extra base hit today? Maybe. I don't know. I'm trying to get back to the screen where I could tell you. We had none. We hit into 2 more double plays. We did not have an extra base hit. Did we draw a walk from anybody? 2 walks. Ugly. So 6 base runners. And 2 of them were wiped out by a double play ball. Only 3 strikeouts. The team only struck out 3 times. So that means they put the ball in play. Okay, 2 double plays. So 23 times they put the ball in play for outs and couldn't put up a run on the board. You know? So again, this wasn't a Garrett Crochet, damn, we just got owned by a dude pitching lights out. This was just a team that isn't showing any signs of confidence or anything right now. It's tough to watch. It's tough to watch. And as tough as it is to watch, I'm going to have the balls to say, hey, folks, come on back Friday night. I'm going to take some time off. I'm going to decompress. I'm going to go meditate tomorrow at a temple. And I might even go get a massage, maybe even the happy ending one. I don't know. That option is out here. I know you guys know that. Typically for me, it's the good old-fashioned $6 massage. But hell, I might need a happy ending after this. Good Lord. Tell you what, folks, if you come back Friday night and I'm grinning ear to ear, then you know what kind of massage I had. All right? If BW is feeling, maybe I need to. Maybe I need to just take one for the team, go out there, and do what Rodney says.
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get laid.
Maybe that's the answer. Maybe BW just needs to, you know. If it'll help. I mean, I got the hat over here. The hat, I don't know what to tell you, dude. What are you doing? Look at the hat. He's like a dog that knows he did something wrong. He's looking at you and then he's looking around. Like you're looking at the pile of poop he left and he's just looking at it, then looking at you, then looking at it. Yeah. You got anything to tell me? Yeah, you think that's going to do something? No, I'm mad. I'm mad at you, hat. The hat? Where's the results, dude? Come on now. I take you out for a walk. I feed you the top shelf food. What's the deal? I even let you keep your balls. Come on, the hat. Damn. All right, folks. What's the deal? So it's now 6:23 p.m. I got a feeling anybody doing a 7 o'clock game isn't streaming yet, and there probably isn't anywhere for me to really send you right now. Baby, you send me. Hey, can we get the likes up to like 80? There might be 3 of you out there that haven't done it yet. It's been a bad day all over. 0 chat revenue. Likes are down. Views are down. My throat's giving out. Things are tough all over. So let's at least get that like count up. If you haven't hit that button, please. I'm looking to see if there's anywhere to send you. And the answer is not right now. There are things happening later, but not right now. What's that, Melanie? Has it? Are your eyebrows permanently in Joker position? What's going on there? Are they just like plucked that way, or is that a choice, or you just naturally look like a villain? I don't know. All right. Oh, 6:40, so 15 minutes. All right, folks. Fitzpatrick, what is it? Fitz, drop the link for your stream into the chat, okay? I can't do it from the redirect because I didn't see you. Well, let me go back. Hold on. I'll put the redirect on, man, but I got a small audience and you're not on yet. I don't know how much it's going to help. There you are. Okay, Toronto, Boston. All right, you're in there, dude. I don't think it's going to help, though. All right, folks. It is time for me to get about an hour of sleep. And then, yeah. Hope you have a good rest of your work week. Friday night. We wiped the slate clean. And we try to do something on this homestand. Again, folks, It might get uglier before it gets better, but I got a feeling that tonight it can't get any worse than this particular game. And we're done with the Laz Diaz umpire crew. I'm happy about that. All right, folks, I'm done. Look at all these zeros on the scorecard. Holy cow. Just ugly. The ugliest game yet. No game last year was this ugly. All right, folks. Where am I at? Hi. Thanks to the mods in the Charm City chat. Thanks to the fellow bird watchers out there for keeping your Magic memberships. And yeah, we'll do this again on Friday night. Ben McDonald is explaining why Dean Kremer isn't doing so well. How Ben McDonald is able to calm, cool, and collectively explain how awful we're doing right now is just a credit to how much of a professional broadcaster he's turned into. But that's what you get when you're an actual ball player and you used to play with other guys and you know what it's like and he used to pitch. You know, you feel for these. I feel for these guys. When they suck, it's bad. You think they feel good? This whole team is feeling lousy right now. All right, folks. We're going to figure it out. You know what we're going to do? What's this? See that? 2480. We're hitting 2500 coming up this weekend. Okay? We're finally hitting the halfway point to the ultimate goal of 5,000 subs. That'll happen this weekend. I'll make it happen. All right? So thanks for hanging out, folks. I'm done. Again, Thomas Fitzpatrick. You'll see a link pop up. He'll be on the air in about 12 minutes. I tried to pad some time here for you, Fitzy. You see me trying to pad time for you? I'm such a nice guy. Looking out for my buddies out there. All right, folks. This has been the BirdWatcher, and I'll chirp at you Friday night. Enjoy the rest of your work week, and I'll see you then.